This is the after action report for turn 85 of Over the Reich versus John Petrosky. So this turn, I captured Select Airfield, and my troops went forward in an array to capture Antwerp and Brussels. Or maybe only one, because if I capture Antwerp, all of the urban will get destroyed and it'll be hard to move through. So or I might just go for Brussels first. But in any case, I also made attacks around The Hague as well, and I spent a lot of time killing a flak unit here, which was a mistake, because after I'd killed something else here, a radar station, and then another flak unit, I had a couple of fighters that were stuck in range of the splash damage of the flak there, so I think I lost 3 or 4 fighters by stubbornly attacking with other fighters, because of the way the flak works. So that wasn't really a smart thing to do. But in any case, next turn I'll be able to do a lot more, because I'll have all of the fighter bombers in Wound Select and just generally be able to move forward that way. Not sure if I mentioned this last turn, but I've built a train specifically to go down and to liberate Lyon. I think that'll work. And so I've built the rail yards in Paris to fix this part of the rail line. And then it looks like there's a path of urban that the train can move through to go down. I've investigated Lyon with aircraft, and it looks like John Petrosky is just trying to get as much fuel out of it as possible. You know, of course, why not starve it down? But I don't think he's going to go and rush the gun battery there. So, on the high altitude day map, I attacked Berlin and killed a whole bunch of stuff. The exact list is so I killed I think I killed 3 industry, or maybe it was just 2 industry and then 3 refineries. Got a couple of urban centers in Vienna on the night map. That's about all that happened there. And another thing that I was reminded of for the invasion is that task force. Here we go. A German task force was defeated. So that happened somewhere around here. The only concerning thing is that it only took like 2 tempests to do it. So, you know, we might want to revisit that just a little bit. I think task forces should be able to be killed from the air, but maybe not quite that easily. So in any case, the night map, I think I've gotten everything except this one urban center near Brunswick is still there. But I should have stuff to get it next turn. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my bombers. Maybe just keep them there on the very off chance that he goes and builds something. Okay, so excuse me. So anyway, on the day map, I have another group of about 16 bombers coming in towards Berlin on the upcoming turn. I won't make it to Berlin next turn, but it could go and deal some damage to the rail lines. I'm thinking I should be attacking the rail lines so that the flak can't move around. So at the moment, you know, a whole bunch of fighters or jet fighters are hanging out in Dobritz, and they could move elsewhere if the flak could move. So, you know, if more flak is built and can be moved to other airfields, that would expand the reach of his jets. So there's that. Something else that happened this turn is that I've changed the production queues so that I can now build Red Tails and 15th Air Force bombers in English cities. And basically what will happen is that when they're built, they'll be teleported to the Italian theater city. And basically the idea is that the problem that we were having with the Italian, with the 15th Air Force, is that I didn't really want to use them, because I use them and then they get killed, and then, they're not of any use anymore. But by keeping them as a threat, I can sort of force them to keep some stuff down here. So you're saying, well, what can we do? And I came up with the solution that you just build stuff for it like anywhere else. And so that's the idea. So you just build it there using an event to teleport it. It'll have no movement points on the turn it's built, but it's not a problem really. Well, so basically the idea is that if it's worth attacking from the south, you can just put more forces into it. An original idea we had was to use backspace to move bombers and Mustangs down here when you have the appropriate tech, but we realized that that would just be able to move all sorts of forces way too much, and so you either have to increase the cost of the B-24s, which I didn't want to do on the basis that at the moment I'm using both B-24s and B-17s, and increasing the cost of B-24s might stop me from wanting to do that. So anyway, I figured that this would work. If you suffer losses, you just build to replace them, just like anywhere else. Because I suffer losses everywhere else and I still attack. That's because I can replace it. But anyway, I think that's all for turn 85. Thank you for watching.